Welcome to Global Economic Press, where we deliver trusted global finance and economic news, analysis, and reports, empowering leaders and investors with reliable, timely insights. I'm your host, Alex Brady. In today's episode, we delve into a pressing issue in the UK commercial lighting sector. Lumenloop, a leading commercial lighting manufacturer, has released a report warning about the potential waste implications of the upcoming minimum energy efficiency standards retrofit push. Join us as we explore the details of this report and its implications for the future of sustainable building practices. Lumenloop report warns minimum energy efficiency standards. Retrofit push could add to United Kingdom's 5.2 million a year lighting waste problem. Commercial lighting manufacturer Lumenloop has published a report warning that retrofit work in England and Wales must not exacerbate an existing lighting waste problem. This warning follows the government's June 2026 update, which proposes a new standard from 2031 for private rented non-domestic buildings over 1,000 square meters in England and Wales, where cost-effective. Retrofit estimates around 100,000 luminaires are already removed from UK buildings every week, equivalent to about 5.2 million fittings a year when annualized by Lumenloop. Lumenloop advises that retrofit projects should consider repair, reuse, and modular upgrade options before strip-out turns an energy-saving job into avoidable waste. The report brings together supporting tables, government data, and sector evidence. Lumenloop's analysis finds that buildings over 1,000 square meters make up only 6.9% of known size non-domestic buildings, but account for 59.9% of known electricity use and 70.3% of known gas use. The current legal minimum for privately rented non-domestic buildings in England and Wales remains at a certain standard unless a valid exemption applies. The proposed direction from 2031 still requires secondary legislation, so the report treats the policy as a planning signal rather than live law. EPCB is supposed to cut waste from buildings, not create a new waste mountain above the ceiling grid, said Paul Simmons, commercial director at Lumenloop. If a retrofit project only asks for lower watts, it can miss the bigger question. Can the luminaire be kept in use, repaired, or upgraded before the whole fitting is thrown away? Lighting is often one of the first upgrade packages considered because it is measurable, visible, and relatively straightforward to procure. That also creates a specification risk. Whole fitting replacement can be agreed upon before the condition of the body, driver, optics, emergency function, lighting controls, or reuse potential has been checked. For that reason, Lumenloop says commercial lighting upgrades should be treated as a specification decision, not just a purchasing exercise. Landlords, estate managers, consultants, and contractors should check whether existing fittings can be maintained, repaired, reused, or upgraded before a whole fitting replacement package is agreed upon. Lighting controls, emergency requirements, and maintenance access should be reviewed at the same stage as luminaire selection, rather than added after the retrofit scope has already been priced. The issue is especially relevant to office refurbishments in wider commercial lighting upgrade programs, where operating hours, ceiling conditions, controls, and emergency provision can all affect the final specification. The report does not claim that every large building in the data is privately rented, or that all retrofit will involve LED luminaire replacement. Its narrower point is that commercial lighting specifications need an early circularity check before strip-out decisions are made. Report figures: 6.9% share of known size non-domestic buildings above 1,000 square meters, 59.9% known electricity use attributed to buildings above 1,000 square meters, 70.3% known gas use attributed to buildings above 1,000 square meters, 100,000 per week. Retrofit estimate for luminaires removed from UK buildings, 5.2 million per year. Annualized by Lumenloop from the Retrofit weekly removal estimate. Lumenloop says every retrofit lighting upgrade project should ask 5 questions before strip-out. Can the fitting be retained? Can the driver be replaced? Can the light engine be upgraded? Can lighting controls or emergency functions be added? And is there a reuse option for serviceable equipment? The full report includes charts, regional certificate rankings, and source notes for journalists, specifiers, In building services, teams covering policy, LED luminaire replacement, reuse options, and lighting circularity. Notes to editors. The current minimum energy efficiency standard for privately rented non-domestic buildings in England and Wales remains at a certain level unless a valid exemption applies. The proposed trajectory from 2031 has been set out in government policy material, but still requires secondary legislation. The Lumenloop report combines the 1,000 to 5,000 square meters and over 5,000 square meters floor area bands in supporting tables. Recolite's 100,000 luminaires per week figure is treated as sector evidence, not as an official national statistic. About Lumenloop. Lumenloop is a UK commercial lighting manufacturer and supplier of built-to-order LED luminaires for office lighting, retail, hospitality, education, and refurbishment projects. The company supports project-configured product selection across output, optics, lighting controls, emergency options, mounting, and finish requirements.